What is the purpose of life? Is there a grand reason for our existence? Or are we just tiny, fleeting sparks in a vast, indifferent universe? It's a question humans have asked for centuries. Philosophers, scientists, religious leaders, and deep thinkers have all sought an answer. Yet no single truth seems to satisfy everyone. Some say we are here to seek happiness. Others say it's about growth. Some believe it's about serving others. And a few suggest that maybe, just maybe, life doesn't have a purpose at all. So, let's explore. Let's dive into what science, philosophy, and spirituality say about why we are here. And maybe, by the end, you'll have your own answer. The biological perspective. Survival and reproduction. From a purely scientific standpoint, life's purpose seems straightforward. To survive and reproduce, every species, from the tiniest bacteria to the most advanced mammals, is programmed to continue its genetic line. Evolutionary biologists like Richard Dawkins argue that we are simply vehicles for our DNA, survival machines designed to pass our genes to the next generation. But is that all we are? Just biological robots, programmed to eat, sleep, and reproduce? If that were true, why do humans crave meaning beyond just existing? Why do we build civilizations, write poetry, question the stars, and search for something more? Clearly, survival alone isn't enough to satisfy it. There must be something deeper. Psychology, the search for meaning. Psychologists tell us that having a sense of purpose isn't just a philosophical pursuit. It's a fundamental human need. People who feel their life has meaning tend to be happier, healthier, and more resilient. They are more likely to push through hardship because they have a why, a reason to keep going. The famous psychiatrist, Viktor Frankl, who survived the horrors of the Holocaust, wrote that the key to enduring suffering was finding meaning in it. He famously said, "Those who have a why to live can bear almost any how." If purpose is what gives us strength in times of struggle, then maybe our purpose is something we must create, not something we must find. But not everyone agrees with this. Let's go further. Philosophy, does life have meaning, or do we make it? Philosophers have debated the meaning of life for thousands of years, and their answers vary wildly. Aristotle believed that the purpose of life was to achieve eudaimonia, which means flourishing or true fulfillment. According to him, we find purpose by developing our character, using reason, and striving for excellence in all we do. On the other hand, Jean-Paul Sartre, an existentialist, argued that life has no inherent meaning. He believed that we are born without purpose and must define it for ourselves through our choices and actions. This idea is both terrifying and liberating. It means that there is no universal script, no predetermined role we get to write our own story. But it also means responsibility. If we are in charge of our own meaning, then there is no one else to blame if we waste our time. And then there's Albert Camus, who took this idea further with absurdity. He argued that humans crave meaning, but the universe is silent. There is no grand purpose written in the stars. His solution: embrace the absurd. Instead of searching for meaning outside ourselves, Camus says we should live boldly, joyfully, and fully despite the absurdity of it all. So, do we create our own purpose, or is it something deeper than personal choice? That brings us to spirituality, a higher purpose. Many spiritual traditions teach that life's purpose isn't something we invent, but something we discover, something greater than ourselves. In Hinduism, life has 4 purposes, known as the Purusharthas, Dharma, duty, morality, and living righteously. Artha, prosperity and success in life. Kama, enjoyment and pleasure. Moksha, spiritual liberation and freedom from suffering. According to Hindu belief, we are not just physical beings. We are souls on a journey of growth and enlightenment. Buddhism takes a slightly different approach. The Buddha taught that life's purpose is to end suffering by reaching enlightenment, a state of complete inner peace and understanding. Then we have Taoism, which teaches that there is no single purpose to life, only the natural flow of existence, called the Tao. Instead of striving and searching, the Taoist approach is to simply be present, live in harmony, and embrace the flow of life. And in Christianity and Islam, life's purpose is often seen as serving God, living virtuously, and preparing for the afterlife. These spiritual perspectives offer something science and philosophy sometimes struggle with, the sense of deep-rooted belonging, a connection to something beyond the individual self. But does that mean they are right? Or do we choose what to believe? The Shy Guru perspective. What if purpose isn't a destination, but a journey? After all this exploration, one thing is clear. There is no single answer to life's purpose. Some believe we are here to love and connect. Others say we must seek knowledge and grow. Some argue that purpose is service, while others say it's about finding peace within. And maybe all of them are right. Maybe purpose is not something you find, but something you live. Perhaps it's not a singular goal, but a collection of moments. The laughter shared with a friend, the passion of creating something new, the quiet peace of watching a sunset. Maybe purpose is fluid, changing as we grow. A child finds purpose in play. A parent finds it in raising their kids. An artist finds it in expression. What gives life meaning at one stage may shift as we evolve. So instead of chasing purpose like a destination, what if we embraced it as a journey? What if life's purpose is not about reaching some final answer, but about how we live each day? So, what's your purpose? At the end of the day, no one can tell you what your purpose is. It's something only you can define. Maybe your purpose is to create. Maybe it's to love. Maybe it's to explore, to teach, to serve, or simply to experience life fully. Or maybe, just maybe, life's purpose isn't something we find at all. Maybe it's something we create one choice, one moment, and one experience at a time. So, what do you think? Is there a grand purpose, or do we create our own? Drop your thoughts in the comments.